Okay, enough of that shit. Let's go.
Hey, welcome to week 7 of the I Formation. I'm Geoff Gibbons.
And I'm John Moist.
Off we go, buddy. Big week last week.
Yeah, did okay.
It's too bad you didn't pick against
What?
the Rams. Anyway,
Oh,
we're not even going there.
Yeah.
Stick around, folks. We're going to tell you the quick and dirty this week of who we're picking in the NFL.
Welcome back to the I Formation, and now we're going to make our picks for week number 7. Starting with the Thursday nighter with the New York Jets playing against New England.
Actually, it says NE, but it should be NB. No brainer. New England.
Yes.
Next, Minnesota going into Ralph Wilson to play the Buffalo Bills. Actually, flip-flopped on this one, and we agree on it now. And we're both seeing
Buffalo. I think Buffalo's going to come up with a couple of key turnovers in this one. Good pass rush.
I think so. Defensively, they'll come.
Yeah.
They'll show up at home.
Yeah, defense.
Next, we got Atlanta going into Baltimore to play the Ravens.
Atlanta's defense is pretty bad. Yeah.
It is. And we said last time we said that. Look what happened. But
Well, Ravens are looking good, and the Ravens are at home, and I don't see it any other way.
I agree. Next, we got my embattled Miami Dolphins going into Soldier Field to play the Chicago Bears.
I think this is going to be a close game, but I got to go with the Bears at home. I think that their wide receivers are going to be a little bit too much for that Miami secondary, but we'll see. Brandon Marshall, too. He's probably gearing up for a big game in this one.
Jeffrey Bennett. Miami's having trouble slowing down that big play lately.
Yeah.
And they've lost Sean Marino for the year now with the ACL tear. And it's the intangibles of Marino. I know, we've got Lamar Miller there like we were talking about earlier this week. But at the end of the day, it's the other things that Marino did in one game that he played so far. The glass job that he has. Hopefully next year he's an add back to the team and it helps the team go along. But I don't see this. I see this less than a major score as well. I see this close. Yeah, give it to the Bears at home. Next we got Carolina going into Green Bay.
I think this is a high-scoring game again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I like to give it to Green Bay, though. I think Green Bay's going to...
Man, they turned the corner, didn't they?
Yeah, they got all their weapons are hitting now.
Look at that. Look at the way Rodgers won that game for him.
Yeah.
In Miami on Sunday, right down to the last play of the game, which of course I call as a field goal, by the way. Just one of the many things successes, and I'm taking every one that I can take these days. I can't even tell you what the producer told me my picks were this week. All right. Next we got Cleveland going into Jacksonville to play the Jaguars. They're defensively, they've gotten better and better over the last couple of weeks.
They're improving every game.
But I just think Cleveland are licking their
Cleveland's a
wounds.
much improved team this year, and they just have a flat-out better team than Jaguars. They should win this one. I'm thinking 10 points. I really am.
I think it's less than that. I think it's
Okay.
I think you're going to be at a touchdown, probably at max here, but I think Cleveland comes out on top.
Okay.
Next, we've got Seattle going into St. Louis to play the Rams.
And no, I'm not going to go with Rams.
I'm glad to hear that, man. Yeah, Seattle has got something to prove, and I think they're going to prove it this week.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be the Rams this week.
I wouldn't want to be the Rams any week, but
No, Austin Davis is going to have Seahawks in his face all game long.
yes,
This one could get ugly.
absolutely. I can hear the helmets now. Cam Chancellor,
Yeah.
yeah, it's going to be. I hope they're all mic'd up, man. It's going to be like a Sam Peckinpah movie.
Yeah.
All right. Next, we got Cincinnati going in to play Indianapolis. And I'm surprised we both agreed on this one. We're both picking the Colts to win this.
I think it's close.
I think it's close as well. The Bengals had some trouble of late.
Yeah, 37 points to Carolina.
Getting shredded defensively, and now you're facing air luck.
Yeah. Don't leave the game up to the kicker.
Yeah.
Air luck. Yeah.
Like that. Air luck.
Not bad.
Air luck.
Yeah. I'd say Andrew Luck, big game. T.Y. Hilton, big game. Close game.
Yeah, Indiana.
And
Trent Richardson next.
Colts by, I don't know,
I don't know.
20, 30, who knows.
I thought this was going to be close.
Oh, okay, we'll go with 3.
Glad we had a consensus here. Yeah, all right. Next, we've got New Orleans going into Detroit. And again, I'm surprised that we match here again. We're both picking the Detroit Lions. The new and improved... Actually, I shouldn't say that. You've been touting their defense for a couple of weeks now.
Yeah.
And, defensively, I just think they're going to handle a team that hasn't been able to solve things offensively of late, and that's the New Orleans Saints.
They're coming off a bye, but so they're going to be... They're coming off a bye, so they're going to have a good game plan down. It's just that Detroit now has the #1 pass rush in the league. That's what New Orleans does. They pass the ball. So I think Detroit's going to get some bodies in Drew Brees' face all game long, and they'll end up winning this one fairly close.
Okay.
I don't think it's a high-scoring game either.
No, you're right. Like 16-9, some crap like that. It's going to happen. Yeah, all right. Which is something that surprises us of late for teams like that.
Last year, I think New Orleans at Detroit, you would have said it was a blowout.
Take the over, but it's the under here for sure. Yep. Next, we got Tennessee going into Washington to play the Redskins, and this is one of the first of 3 games that we differ on this week. I'm picking Tennessee to go into Washington and pull the upset this week. And I'm not even sure it's an upset. These are 2 teams that this year have been back and forth, surprised us a couple of times. I mean, we saw Tennessee and Cleveland. We saw what happened there. I flip-flopped on that game too, but I'm picking Tennessee to win close in Washington. I think they just get the job done.
I think Tennessee is going to lose badly to Washington. I think Kirk Cousins has been under a lot of scrutiny lately, and I think he's a better quarterback than what he's shown. And I think he's going to show up for this one. And I'm going to pick the Redskins by double digits. Show it.
Okay. All right. That's the first one I'm going to lose this week. Secondly, we got Kansas City going into San Diego to play the Bolts, who have been on fire of late. And we differ on this one too, buddy. Tell us all about your San Diego Chargers.
San Diego Chargers are playing fantastic ball. And tell you the truth, I did go back and forth on this one a bit. It's a divisional rivalry. Chiefs coming off a bye. They're going to be hungry to get this win. And I by no means see that San Diego is going to blow them out or anything. It's going to be a very close game. I like Phillip Rivers. I don't like Phillip Rivers.
I was getting ready to punch you, man.
I like him to win this game. I think San Diego just has a little bit more there on defense.
I'm calling this the mistake-free game of Alex Smith. I think he goes in, he holds court, he plays well in Sandy, but he's going to rely on his defense to come up with a big play that makes a difference late. I call this by a field goal.
I like it.
All right. Next, we got Arizona going to Oakland. Next, we got the New York Giants going into Dallas. All right. Well, maybe we'll stop for a second. Last time I did this, I got paid.
Yeah.
Oakland's put a few points on the board.
Yeah.
But this is So we, the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I just think defensively there's just going to be too much for the even Oakland at home in the black hole.
I think so too.
What do you think for spread?
6.
Okay.
7.
I was thinking Nutella, but all right, we're good, man. Maybe it's around a
Cream
touchdown.
cheese.
Cream cheese, Philadelphia. All right. Now we got the Giants. Speaking of Philadelphia, we got the Giants now and going into Dallas, home of the really nice jumbotron. But of late,
wow,
an incredible team. 5-1 now.
Cowboys are definitely, no doubt, the surprise team of this year.
Note the Cowboy love. Cowboy love. We haven't been giving Cowboy love. Now this is Cowboy love.
Oh, yeah,
America's team.
Right. Yeah, America's
Hey, you know what? Give the devil their due. Romo, you know what? Just wake me up when December ends. Somebody saying that one time, I think it was. We'll see how that goes. I'm hoping maybe this is the year. You know, being optimistic like everybody else, but we'll wait and see. We're both picking Dallas to win this game, though. The Giants, oh man.
I think it's close. I think the Giants were they get blown out last week by the Eagles.
Goose egg,
They're
man.
going to try to. Yeah,
still trying to get over that.
And I wasn't expecting that either, but after, laying an egg against the Eagles, and now they're going to be
Geez, that's pretty good. All right, laying an egg against the Eagles.
There you go.
Hey.
And so now they go into Dallas as always a great divisional rivalry between these two teams.
Alas, there'll be no more salsa for the rest of the year. Victor Cruz down for the year as well.
Yeah.
You know, just another one of the.
I think the Giants are just angry enough to keep it close.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Just because Dallas is due to have a poor game.
It's either that or the Cowboy love comes true, like Brokeback Mountain, and Giants are screwed.
Wow. We'll leave this to our wonderful producer to make that 14. All right. Next, we've got San Francisco going into Denver. And we're both picking the Broncos here. For me, it was the case that I hate the San Francisco 49ers, and they were going into Denver. You know, I'm not a Kaepernick fan. I just don't think they're all that in a bag of chips. And I think
game last week, but it was against the Rams.
Yeah, well, that's right. The game that you picked to be the other way, but that's okay. What do we know? We're going to do. We're both going to say that Denver wins this game. What do you think? I think Manning pulls the ship away at the end of this game, and I think this becomes a 2-touchdown score.
I agree.
All right, you heard it here. Sorry, Albert. Next, we got the Monday Nighter. This is the third game that we're going to disagree on, and hell knows, I'm soon going to get one of these. I'm going with Houston again to beat Pittsburgh at home at Heinz Field.
Yeah, well, that seemed to be coming out, and the the winning end of 2-point games. So fantastic.
Yeah, well, you know what? Yeah, I suppose law of averages is telling me this has got to turn around, baby. You know, I'm still in your rearview mirror. All right. I'm thinking Pittsburgh has been abysmal this year. They were bad last week. They've been bad on several occasions to the point where they've scored in single digits. It's Monday night, so the only X factor for me is Ben Roethlisberger. Maybe he comes up with a big game on a Monday Night Football, but they're at the end of the day going to have to stop Arian Foster, and that will dictate who wins this game. I think Foster has a big game on Monday night, and he lights him up in Heinz Field. I'm going to say that it's close because I think both teams are going to score points. With J.J. Watt being the one-dimensional defense that is the Houston Texans now.
Best defensive player in the league.
He is, but he can't do it all, folks. I think that this is a high-scoring affair, which is not indicative of both of these teams. I think both these teams are going to score points off defense. And I think that, take the over here, but I'm going to say that Arian Foster carries his team and makes the difference.
I agree. Take the over, and I agree it's going to be close. I'm just going to go the other way here. I'm glad you mentioned it's whether or not Ben Roethlisberger has a big game, because I'm going to call Ben Roethlisberger to have a big game here. And I think the Steelers show up at home, beat Houston by 3.
Was that Big Ben Babbitt?
Big Ben Cheeseburger, yeah.
All right, a Big Ben Cheeseburger. You can't even return that. All right, folks, that's the picks for the week. Stick around. We're going to tell you who our player and team of the weeks are. Hi, we're back with our teams of the week and our players of the week. Let me just lead off here, John. I'm going to go, of course, with one that I'm going against you on. And I'm going to pick Alex Smith and the Kansas City Chiefs to come up big today and pull the upset this week against the very, very strong San Diego Chargers at home.
Oh, you're right.
All right.
Like
so who are you going with?
I'm going to go with Pittsburgh Steelers and Big Ben Roethlis Cheeseburger to have a big game here, and Pittsburgh shows up at home. A lot of doubters out there now when it comes to the Steelers saying that they don't have a team this year. I think they still have something. I think they beat Houston in a close one.
So we're not even trying on the Big Ben name anymore now. It's just it's there.
Big Ben.
We're going to get some hate mail from Graham this week.
That's all right.
Holy crap.
Hey, he's not getting. He won't give me hate mail. I just picked his team.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Never mind.
You know, Graham picked Dallas last week too.
Are we still talking about Cowboy love? I love you!
Anyway, I don't know what that was, but it certainly didn't agree with the format of this show, and I'm not very happy with it. And
so that's the way we saw it this week. Check out the credits to see where you can send us an email, where you can follow us on Twitter, or you can drop your picks right on our Facebook page so that we can all share and share alike. Make sure that you share the page and you give us a like whenever possible. That's it for me this week, man. That's it for you.
That's it.
Okay, just remember, if you're watching the games, don't drink and drive. Respect the game. And until next week, it's good night from me.
And it's good night from him. Have fun.